1976 was a year of unforgettable music. From heartfelt ballads to disco grooves and classic rock anthems, these songs defined a generation and are still loved today. But which tracks truly stand the test of time? Join us as we count down the top 10 songs from 1976 we can never forget. Number 1. Don't Go Breaking My Heart, Elton John and Kiki Dee. In 1976, Elton John was already a global superstar, but when he teamed up with Kiki Dee, magic happened. Don't Go Breaking My Heart was a fun, light-hearted duet that dominated the charts, becoming Elton's first UK #1 hit. Written by Elton John and Bernie Taupin under pseudonyms, the song was inspired by classic Motown duets, and it stayed at the top of the Billboard Hot 100 for 4 weeks. Their chemistry was undeniable, making it one of the most memorable duets of the decade. The song's infectious energy and sing-along chorus make it a timeless feel-good anthem. Even today, it's impossible to resist belting out, "Ooh, ooh, nobody knows it." Look around me and I see it isn't so. Number 2. Silly Love Songs. Wings. Paul McCartney had something to prove. Critics had accused him of writing too many love songs, so he responded in the best way possible, by writing another one. Silly Love Songs was released in April 1976 and became one of Wings' biggest hits, topping the Billboard Hot 100 for 5 weeks. With its smooth bass line, catchy melody, and playful lyrics, the song was McCartney's way of saying, "What's wrong with that? I'd like to know." The track embraced McCartney's signature optimism and showed his musical brilliance, blending pop, rock, and disco influences. The song became a defining track of the mid-70s, proving that sometimes all the world really needs is another silly love song.
My motto's always been, when it's right, why wait until...
Number 3. Afternoon Delight, Starland Vocal Band. Few songs scream 1976 quite like Afternoon Delight. This soft rock classic by the Starland Vocal Band is all about romance, but with a cheeky twist. The song's smooth harmonies and gentle acoustic sound made it an instant radio favorite. Afternoon Delight. But let's be real, its lyrics were packed with not-so-subtle innuendos about daytime intimacy. Released in May 1976, it became one of the biggest hits of the year, even winning a Grammy for Best New Artist. The song spent 2 weeks at #1 on the Billboard charts and is still a pop culture reference today. Whether you love it or find it hilariously cheesy, there is no denying that Afternoon Delight is one of the most unforgettable songs of 1976. Number 4. A Fifth of Beethoven, Walter Murphy. Classical music meets disco fever in Walter Murphy's A Fifth of Beethoven. Released in 1976, this track is a funky, high-energy reimagining of Beethoven's Fifth Symphony, but with a groove that made it perfect for the dance floor. Murphy, a classically trained musician, initially struggled to get it on the air, but once it hit, it skyrocketed to #1 on the Billboard Hot 100. It later became a key part of the legendary Saturday Night Fever soundtrack, securing its place in pop culture. With its infectious beat and unmistakable orchestral flair, this song proves that even Beethoven himself could have been a disco king if he were born in the 70s.
Kiss and say goodbye.
Number 5. Kiss and Say Goodbye, The Manhattan. Heartbreak never sounded so smooth. The Manhattans' Kiss and Say Goodbye is a soul classic that captures the raw pain of a breakup. Released in March 1976, the song's lush orchestration, deep harmonies, and Winfred Blue Lovett's spoken intro set the mood perfectly. The lyrics tell the story of a couple who knows it's time to part ways, even though they still love each other. The song became a massive hit.
This is something I hate to do.
reaching #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 and the R&B charts. With its smooth melodies and emotional depth, it remains one of the greatest breakup ballads ever. Even decades later, this song still tugs at the heartstrings, making it impossible to forget. Number 6. Disco Lady, Johnny Taylor. When Johnny Taylor dropped Disco Lady in 1976, he didn't just release a hit, he made history. This funky, seductive track became the first single to ever be certified platinum by the RIAA, proving just how much people love to get down on the dance floor. With its smooth R&B groove blended with the rising disco craze, Taylor's soulful vocals made this song irresistible. The lyrics are all about admiring a woman's moves, with Taylor singing, "Shake it up, shake it down, move it in, move it round." It spent 4 weeks at #1 on the R&B charts and even topped the Billboard Hot 100. This song wasn't just a hit, it became a disco anthem.
Went to a party the other night.
Number 7. Disco Duck, Rick Dees. Who would have thought a song about a dancing duck would take over the charts? Rick Dees, a Memphis radio DJ, released Disco Duck in 1976 as a parody of the disco craze, never expecting it to become a #1 hit on the Billboard Hot 100. Featuring goofy quacking vocals and a funky beat, the song was both ridiculous and impossible to ignore. Despite its novelty status, it sold over 2 million copies and became a disco-era staple. Love it or hate it, Disco Duck is one of the most unforgettable songs of 1976. Even today, it's proof that the 70s were a wild time when even a duck could dominate the dance floor. Number 8. Fly Robin Fly, Silver Convention. Sometimes less is more, and Silver Convention proved it with their disco smash, Fly Robin Fly. Released in late 1975, it really hits its peak in 1976, topping the Billboard Hot 100. This German disco group used a simple formula, hypnotic strings, a groovy bass line, and just 6 words repeated throughout the song. Fly Robin Fly, up to the sky. The minimal lyrics didn't stop it from becoming a global sensation and even winning a Grammy for Best R&B Instrumental Performance. The song's smooth, funky rhythm made it a disco club favorite, proving that sometimes all you need is a killer groove to create a timeless hit.
There's a reason for the sunshine sky.
Number 9. Let Your Love Flow, The Bellamy Brothers. Few songs capture the feeling of freedom and happiness quite like Let Your Love Flow by the Bellamy Brothers. Released in January 1976, this country pop crossover hit
And you'll know what I mean, that's the reason.
became an instant classic, reaching #1 on the Billboard Hot 100. Written by Larry E. Williams, the song was originally meant for Neil Diamond, but the Bellamy Brothers made it their own. With its breezy guitar melody and uplifting lyrics, it became the perfect road trip anthem. Whether you're driving with the windows down or just looking for a feel-good tune, this song never fails to bring a smile. Even today, it remains a radio favorite, proving that good vibes never go out of style.
I woke up this morning and the sun was gone.
Number 10. More Than a Feeling, Boston. Some songs don't just define a year, they define an era. Boston's More Than a Feeling is one of those tracks. Released in September 1976, this epic rock anthem became the blueprint for arena rock, with its soaring guitar riffs, powerful vocals, and unforgettable melody. Written by Tom Scholz, the song took 5 years to perfect, blending progressive rock influences with radio-friendly hooks. The lyrics capture the nostalgia of lost love, as the narrator drifts away into memories every time he hears that certain song. It peaked at #5 on the Billboard Hot 100, but its legacy is far bigger. It has been covered, sampled, and played millions of times on classic rock stations worldwide.
When I'm tired and thinking cold.
Whether you hear those opening chords or that legendary guitar solo, one thing is clear. More Than a Feeling is more than just a song. It's an experience. Which one is your favorite? Did we miss a classic? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more amazing music countdowns. See you in the next one.